Okay, let's get into this. Have you ever really thought about just how many words there are in English? Like, estimates are huge, maybe 170,000, maybe over 200,000?
It sounds completely overwhelming when you put it like that.
Right, like trying to drink from a fire hose?
Uh-huh. But the reality of everyday conversation is, well, it's quite different. We tend to rely on a much smaller core group of words.
Exactly. And that's what we're doing in this deep dive. Forget the obscure stuff for today. We're focusing on 20 really common English words.
The kind you hear and use constantly.
Yeah, the absolute backbone of daily chat. Think of it as like a shortcut to understanding how English actually works day to day. It should help you feel a bit more confident.
It's definitely about smart learning, you know? Focusing on these high-frequency words gives you a lot of bang for your buck, understanding-wise.
And we're drawing these from a great discussion over at the Master American English podcast. They've really highlighted these 20 as essential. So let's jump in. First word, obviously.
Okay, obviously.
Yeah.
This basically means something is clear, easy to see or understand. Right.
There's an assumption that the person you're talking to probably sees it the same way.
It's like saying, well, duh, but, nicer. The source has some good everyday examples. Obviously, it's cold outside.
You can just tell by looking or feeling.
Or, she's obviously tired. You see the signs, the yawning, maybe. And it's obviously going to rain. Look at all those dark clouds. The evidence is right there.
Yeah. And the nuance there is interesting, isn't it? It's a shortcut, assuming shared knowledge.
But what if it's not obvious to the other person?
Exactly. That's the potential pitfall. Using obviously when something isn't actually clear to everyone can sometimes sound a bit dismissive, even if you don't mean it to.
That's a really good point. Context is key, even for simple words. Okay, word number 2.
Eventually.
Eventually. This one signals that something will happen, but after some time, not right away. In the end.
It's the it'll happen later word.
Pretty much.
Like, I'll eventually finish this book. It's on the list. Just maybe not top priority right now.
Or the rain will eventually stop. You just have to wait it out.
Yeah, or if we leave now, we'll eventually catch the bus. Maybe not this bus, but a bus.
Right. The key thing is that implied delay. It's not instant. Useful for plans, goals, or just, waiting.
Makes sense. Okay, number 3, worthwhile.
Worthwhile. This means something is worth the time or the effort or maybe the money you put into it.
So the payoff is good.
Exactly. The benefits outweigh the cost or the struggle. It's useful or rewarding.
The source mentioned learning English is worthwhile. We'd agree with that.
Definitely.
Or the trip was worthwhile. Maybe it was long, but the experience was amazing.
And the classic food one. This recipe takes hours, but the cake is so delicious, it's totally worthwhile.
Oh, yeah, been there.
But what's interesting is how subjective worthwhile can be, right?
How so?
Well, what's worthwhile for me might not be for you. Think about a tough hike. One person loves it, finds it super worthwhile. Another person, maybe not so much. Depends on your values.
That's true. It really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, tendency.
Tendency. This refers to a habit. Or a sort of a natural inclination, something that usually happens or someone usually does.
Like a pattern.
Yeah, a pattern. He has a tendency to forget his keys.
Oh, know that feeling.
Or I have a tendency to drink too much coffee.
Guilty.
And the modern classic. My phone has a tendency to die when I need it most.
Oh, yes. Why is that?
It's just a pattern we observe.
Yeah.
Tendency lets us talk about these patterns without saying they happen every single time.
Got it. Okay, number 5 is exhausted.
Exhausted. Now, this is stronger than just tired. It means extremely tired.
Like really drained.
Totally drained. All your energy is gone, physically or mentally.
The examples really hit home. I'm exhausted after working all day. Just want to collapse, right?
The hike left us exhausted. That deep physical tiredness.
Or I stayed up late studying. I'm exhausted today. The brain feels fried.
Yeah. The key is the intensity. It's not just I could use a nap. It's I need serious rest.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Definitely. Okay, word 6. Effective.
Effective. This means something works well. It gets the result you wanted.
It gets the job done.
That's a great way to put it. It's successful. It's practical.
Like, this app is effective for learning vocabulary. Hopefully, like this deep dive.
We hope so. Or wearing a mask is effective against dust. Simple, practical.
Taking notes is an effective way to study. Classic advice for a reason.
Right. And an interesting point is that Something can seem like a good idea, but if it doesn't actually produce the result,
Then it's not really effective.
exactly. Think about a marketing plan. Sounds brilliant, but if sales don't go up, its effectiveness is questionable.
Good point. Okay, number 7, appropriate.
Appropriate. This is all about being suitable or right for a specific situation or context.
Does it fit? Is it okay here?
Precisely. It's very context dependent.
Like, jeans aren't appropriate for a job interview.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually, yeah. Depends on the job, maybe. Or, that joke wasn't appropriate for the meeting. Wrong time, wrong place.
Or, is it appropriate to wear sandals to a wedding? That's a common one.
It really highlights the social side of things, doesn't it? What's considered appropriate varies hugely across cultures and situations.
Totally. Okay, number 8, necessary.
Necessary. This means needed, required, essential.
Can't do without it.
Right. To achieve something or just to be. Sleep is necessary for good health.
Non-negotiable.
A passport is necessary for international travel. Simple requirement.
Studying is necessary if you want to pass the test. Usually, anyway.
It points to something fundamental, like the necessary ingredients for baking, leave one out, and it just won't work.
Makes sense. Word 9, available.
Available means free to use or access or talk to. It's ready for you.
Like it's not busy or taken.
Exactly. No restrictions, no prior commitments. The manager isn't available right now. It means they're busy.
Tickets are available online. You can get them.
Yep. Or asking someone, are you available to meet tomorrow morning? Checking their schedule. It's about accessibility.
Got it. Number 10, frequent.
Frequent. This just means happening often or repeated regularly at short intervals.
So it happens a lot.
Yeah. It emphasizes repetition. She takes frequent breaks while working.
Good idea.
This cafe is a frequent meeting spot for us. We go there often.
I make frequent trips to the library to study. Shows dedication.
It's a way to describe how often something happens without giving an exact number, just indicating it's, quite a bit.
Right, halfway. Number 11 is consider.
Consider. This means to think carefully about something.
Give it some thought.
Weighing options, taking things into account before deciding. It's a mental process.
I'm considering a new job offer. Thinking about the pros and cons.
Right. Or, we should consider the weather before planning the trip. Practical thinking.
Should I buy this laptop? I need to consider the price and features. That internal debate.
Exactly. Consider implies thoughtfulness, looking at different angles, not jumping to conclusions.
Okay. Number 12.
Yeah.
Maintain.
Maintain. This is about keeping something in good condition or continuing something over time.
Keeping it up.
Yeah, keeping it up. It implies ongoing effort. He maintains his car regularly, needs regular work.
It's hard to maintain a healthy diet. It takes constant effort for many people.
It really does. Or, I try to maintain my garden every weekend. Requires regular attention. It's not a one-off thing.
Right, it's continuous. Okay, 13 is realize.
Realize. This one you suddenly become aware of something. You understand it clearly, maybe for the first time.
The aha moment.
Exactly, that sudden flash of understanding or noticing something.
I realized I left my keys at home. That dawning horror.
Or, she realized her mistake and apologized. Recognizing the error.
I just realized today is a holiday. A nice surprise sometimes.
It often marks a shift in your awareness. Something clicks.
Gotcha. 14. Impact.
Impact. This refers to a strong effect or influence on something or someone.
It changes things a lot.
Yeah, it suggests a noticeable, often powerful change or consequence.
Exercise has a big impact on your health. Definitely true.
Undeniably. Or social media impacts how we communicate. A huge shift.
And reading every day had a huge impact on my vocabulary. Hopefully listening today has a positive impact too.
We hope so. The key is the significance of the effect. It's more than just a tiny change.
Right. Number 15, recommend.
Recommend. This is when you suggest something because you think it's good or useful.
Like you should try this.
Exactly. Offering advice based on a positive opinion. I recommend this cafe. Sharing a good find.
Doctors recommend drinking water every day.
Yeah.
Standard good advice.
Or can you recommend a good movie to watch? Asking for a suggestion. It implies you trust the recommendation.
Makes sense. 16 is prefer.
Prefer simply means to like one thing more than another.
Choosing this over that.
Yep. Expressing a personal inclination or fondness. I prefer tea over coffee in the morning.
A classic choice.
She prefers walking to work instead of driving. A lifestyle choice.
Do you prefer summer or winter vacations? Tells you something about a person. Right?
It does. It's all about personal taste, what you find more agreeable.
Okay. 17. Aware.
Aware. This means knowing about something, understanding that it exists or is happening, being informed.
So you know about it?
Mm-hmm. You have knowledge or consciousness of it. Are you aware of the meeting tomorrow? Checking if someone knows.
He wasn't aware of the new policy. He missed the memo.
Right. Or I wasn't aware the store closes early today. Good information to have. It's about being informed.
Got it. Number 18. Likely.
Likely means something will probably happen or is probably true. It's expected.
It's a good chance.
Yeah, high probability. It's likely to rain this afternoon. Looking at the clouds again.
She's likely to arrive late. Maybe she often does.
Perhaps based on past behavior, yeah. Or do you think the likely agreed to the plan? Yes, it's likely. An assessment of probability. It's not a guarantee, but a strong possibility.
Okay, almost there. 19. Despite.
Despite. This word shows contrast. It means in spite of or even though. Something happens even with an obstacle present.
Even with this problem, something else happened.
Exactly. She smiled despite feeling sad. The smile happened even with the sadness.
Despite the rain, we went hiking. The rain didn't stop them.
Despite the noisy room, I finished my homework. Overcoming the distraction. It highlights doing something when you might expect the opposite because of the circumstance.
Okay, and our final word, number 20. Although.
Although also shows contrast, very similar to despite, but structurally it usually starts a clause, means even though or but.
Sets up a contrast, kind of like despite.
Yeah, very similar, meaning different grammar usually. Although it was cold, we didn't wear jackets. Bit surprising, maybe?
He agreed, although he wasn't happy about it. Shows reluctance.
Right. And although I love pizza, I'm trying to eat healthier. The love for pizza exists, but the action contrasts with it. It introduces a fact that adds complexity or contrast.
So that's our 20. Obviously, eventually, worthwhile, tendency, exhausted, effective, appropriate, necessary, available, frequent, consider, maintain, realize, impact, recommend, prefer, aware, likely, despite, and although.
Whew. Quite a list, but words you really do hear constantly.
Absolutely. And hopefully digging into them a bit gives you a better feel for how they work in real conversations. Understanding these nuances really can make a difference.
And it's worth doing that little check-in the source suggested, just thinking, how many of those did I already feel pretty comfortable with?
Yeah, it's not about testing yourself, just noticing your progress. It can be quite motivating to realize how much you already know.
Definitely. Seeing those building blocks you already have.
And it does make you wonder, doesn't it, if native speakers get so much done with this core vocabulary compared to, the hundreds of thousands of words out there.
What does that imply for learning?
Right. Should the focus be more on really mastering these super common words? Could that be a more effective path to fluency?
It's a really interesting question. Definitely something to consider, as you figure out your own best way to learn and improve.